What's going on, y'all? It's Josh, and we're at the Blue Hills Reservation, and we're partnered with Lux Tactical. They just sent us one of these binocular rangefinder combination binoculars, and they're absolutely insane. I think they're totally worth the price, and we're gonna get all into it. We're gonna do a few tests, and we're just gonna show you some B-roll on our hike, and yeah, let's get into it. All right, so I kind of just wanted to talk about myself real quick. Not that I'm narcissistic or anything, but you guys just keep seeing me around the channel, and you're probably like, yo, who the fuck is... Scared the shit out of me. Cause I mean, you guys keep seeing me, you're probably like, what does he even know about guns and firearms and whatnot? I'm a lot younger than you, a lot of the guys that are on this channel. I'm 23. I come from the airsoft world. So that's kind of my expertise. In Boston, it's the laws are a lot more, you know, strict because, let's be real, liberals, you know what I mean? And they don't like guns. So my, you know, overall firearm experience is, let's just say, the maximum that someone from a place like where I come from can get. Like, I've shot all different types of rifles, this, that, and the third. You know, I love airsoft. I'm a milsim guy. May not be a vet or have any military experience, but I've done 4 tours in the airsoft field. So, you know, I've been around. And yeah, we're in my workshop right now, hence the don't tread on me flag. You know, I do as much gunsmithing as I can legally do out here. You know what I'm saying? I love guns. I've been really into guns ever since I was a young little lad. I've been into guns my whole life, man. You know, I love working on them. I love looking at them. I love talking about them. I love everything about firearms. You know, that's kind of who I am. So I don't know. Hope you guys, you know, enjoy my presence on the channel. You know what I mean? I don't mean to intrude on anybody. I'm also not really the best, like, on camera. I kind of just flow. You know what I mean? I try not to be like too fake. If I seem monotone, that's literally just because how it is. That's how I am in real life. Like, this version of me is like what you're gonna get in person. So, like, you know, my fault. Definitely be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tyler will be back soon, trust me, soon. He is still recovering from his motorcycle accident. Obviously, you know, we don't want to forget about him while I'm going to be, you know what I'm saying, doing some videos, and, you know, while Steve's doing some videos for us. So definitely keep him in your mind. And yeah, so enjoy this video. Hope you guys, hope you guys don't, like, you know, I don't know. So, at first glance, the ergonomics of this thing is kind of insane. All the buttons are right where your hands kind of are naturally. So when it comes to, you know, maneuvering it while your eyes are up, it's actually not too bad. But once you do get it, it's just right there, you know what I mean? It's just boop, and you got your range. I'll kind of show you guys a little bit inside the actual lenses so you can kind of see what I'm looking at. But I mean, it's literally 2 buttons, on and off for the rangefinder, and then I believe this is your mode setting. So you just kind of switch your mode, range, and you're good. And there's no other real buttons. You got your focus here, and you got your, forget what this is called, but your eye length. So it's just right there and has a nice little holster. I mean, the holster could be a little bit better. It kind of has a weird time fitting inside the actual, especially with all the lens caps and stuff. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, and the lens caps come off kind of easy, but I mean, what binoculars are really gonna come with like state-of-the-art lens caps and, you know what I'm saying, like a leather case or something like that, you know? It's not one of those
things. But yeah, I mean, it fits right there. It's on the belt buckle. Like I said, the materials are could be a little bit better. Design could be a little bit better, but I mean, for what you're getting, it'll work, you know what I mean? For a hike or even hunting, you know what I mean? That should work just fine. You know, you can tell we're in Massachusetts. There he goes. You can tell we're in Massachusetts. It's fucking 60 degrees outside, and we got ice on the side of a mountain. What the fuck?
I want to document my out of shapeness so I can look back at this
And be like,
hey, you fat fuck. You used to hike all the time with no problem.
All right, guys. Well, so we're at the top of this ski resort that's at the Blue Hills Reservation. If you kind of look, you can see the valley. It's windy as fuck up here, so I have to kind of like deep throat the mic a little bit. So, you know, so apologies if it's a little bit distorted. You know, honestly, in terms of like the speed at which you can get your reticle on target is actually pretty freaking fast. We actually just saw a hawk fly by over on that post. I don't know if you guys can see it over there, but we just saw a hawk over there. Had to keep Kingston close because it was definitely looking for some dinner. But we were able to peg it at 150 yards real quick right before it flew off.
A few moments later.
I can see him good. Oh, 246 yards. I can't even fucking see him anymore. Oh, there he is over there. Wow. And just like that. Just for reference to see how fast you can get on site, I'll kind of give you a representation. So if you see that house down there, I don't know if you guys can kind of see it. I think he's zooming in. But I can kind of show you how fast you can really just get on target, and I'll do it with one hand straight up, right? So there's my shot over there. I just need to go see. Do double tap, 407 yards, just like that. If you're looking for something that's like, you know, pesting for farming, or you're just looking for long-term binoculars that are gonna last a long time and have some extra utility, I would definitely say these are worth investing in. I think they retail for like $849.99 or something like that. I'll throw the price up on screen so you guys could see it. Yeah, no, definitely would choose Lux Tactical if I was trying to look for, you know, I had like a special case, like I said, where you're pesting coyotes or you're just looking for long-term binoculars. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the actual specs of this thing. Now, right off the bat, you are instantly getting a really good deal. $849.99 for a 2500 pixel OLED screen, OLED binoculars. You really can't beat that. I'll go ahead and throw some actual like competitors on the screen there, and you'll be able to see the actual price difference between the Lux Tactical versus other brands. Trust me, you are getting your bang for your buck with these. That does have a maximum range of 2,500 yards and a maximum range for big game targets of 1,300 yards. So you're actually getting an insane level of range that you're able to go ahead and identify at. Now, in terms of the actual durability of these are definitely constructed with lightweight but still very durable materials. You can kind of hear that it has like a soft, almost like cushiony kind of feeling, but the internals of it are hard. Like I'm really squeezing on these binoculars. You can feel that it's a solid construction. You also have a tight hinge right there, so it's not gonna be like wobbling on you. You know how sometimes when you're using a cheap pair of binoculars, it can be too loose. Then you have a tight grip on it because there might be a lot going on, and you kind of just slightly bend it out of parallax there, so you kind of just have those weird black circles. But this is solid, and all your controls, literally everything you need, you can kind of see it right there. You have your two buttons, your on and your power button for your rangefinder. You also have your mode selection button, and then your focuser right here. So this focuser is good for up to 6 miles and up close 5 yards. So you have an insane amount of range for at least it being 10 times magnified. I love these things, honestly. I was so happy that Lux sent these out. I've been meaning to get like a really solid pair of binoculars, but the added rangefinder bonus is great for me. I'm a prepper, so when it comes to added utility for one thing, especially, you know, you get a multi-tool and it's a $100 multi-tool, but all the tools kind of suck or they don't do the job fully. These do the job fully, you know what I mean? I would definitely recommend these to anybody who's just looking to pick up something at an effective cost that's gonna be able to find range and identify targets. The only thing I would love to see from Lux in the future is maybe a night vision or infrared version of these. That would be awesome. We would love to be able to see these in night vision, NVG or infrared. That would be insane. It would also make like nighttime range acquisition really easy and really nice. And like I said, these with some infrared on them, oh my God, it would easily be, especially at the price point that these guys make these at. Like I said, you guys saw the price, $849.99. You know what I'm saying? For what you're getting is an insane price point. Literally under $1,000 when the competitors are already over $1,000. Like, how can you really even, how can you complain about that? You know what I mean? If you want to get these at an even cheaper price, if you could believe that, we actually are partnered up with Lux Tactical. They sent us a QR code, so I'll put that on screen. You'll be able to get $50 off your purchase. So instead of it being $849.99, you'll get it at $799.99. So you'll actually be getting it for way cheaper than anything else you get on the market, plus that additional $50 off. Like I said, if you've been looking for binoculars, if you've been looking for a rangefinder that you want to keep for a really long time, you just want a one and done purchase, but you're really not trying to break the bank, these are exactly what you're looking for. I don't think that there's another better product on the market at the price point. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's something that can beat this at $2,000, but if we're looking for an under $1,000 piece of equipment for range acquisition and just being able to zoom in on your eyeballs there, trust me, there's literally no other product out there that would be better. We really love Lux Tactical here at Afro Sniper, and yeah, you know, if you like this video, definitely be sure to like, comment, subscribe. We got another video coming out with them. Hopefully when Tyler's a little bit better, we'll be able to partner back up with Lux Tactical to show you their new reticle reflex, pistol reflex, competition reflex that they got going on. That thing is fucking crazy. Has a huge window, and it's honestly has some really cool tech. I really was a big fan how you could take the shell casing and change your elevation with just the shell casing. Stuff like that is stuff, like little things like that are the stuff that we need to see more of within the firearms industry and within R&D, and you know, little stuff like that, pro-consumer moves like that. We love to see it. That's why we love Lux Tactical. Thank you to Lux Tactical, and yeah.
Anyone was curious on how I'm doing. Not great. Not great.
Come here.
Oh God. With the mic on, everyone can hear my fat grunts.